Okay.
That's good.
Is it recording right now?
Yeah, it says recording in progress. So even if it doesn't display it, and it does say at the top of the screen recording.
Yeah. So, okay. So I think it was recording and then that probably accidentally actually stopped it, right? It was showing record button. I think I probably clicked on the stop button by mistake. Okay, anyway. So I will have the record, let me check it 1 minute. I will check it in the system if I have recording of the before and after, right? Before and after. So recording 1 will have recording 2, before the break and after the break. So I'll post these ones as 2 recordings on the system. All right. Okay. CWAN. It was, I mean, like I click, instead of clicking the continue button, I think I pressed the stop button by mistake. Okay. I'm just looking at the thing in there. So documents, Zoom today. So I will post the recording before break and after break. So you'll have 2 files.
All right.
Okay. So that will be, if that puts together automatically, I'll just do it. But if otherwise, if it keeps 2 files, then okay, I'll keep 2 files. Good, good, good. So going back again where we were and continuing. So I'm sharing my screen again with you. Sharing the screen. So my Ubuntu is here, I think here, right? This is the Ubuntu. So my Ubuntu, I log in here also. So password I'm entering. You open your Ubuntu also because you want to practice on the side as we are working on. So it will be coming up. So it's slow because it's running PC under a PC. It's a virtual machine. You keep everything in one partition, it'll be much faster. Install an operating system inside. So while it is coming up, let's continue where we are. So the shadow file. There is another file called shadow file. What is that file? I mentioned, I think one time, what is the shadow file?
It contains the encrypted passwords.
Excellent, excellent. It contains the encrypted passwords. That is a shadow file. So every line in the shadow file will correspond to one line in the password file. Password file creates users and the shadow file, corresponds to encrypted password. So obviously there is a bridge between them, right? The bridge is the user code. The username so every line will start with a user code, and this is the delimiter. The colon is the delimiter. Differentiate from each field to each field. So now the star here will tell you it is, a password which is encrypted format. See that here? So star for system user. Okay, system user. Star is a system user. You will have a system user, then it is a star. Otherwise, it's a dollar, I think. Yeah. It's a dollar. Look at the dollar here. Indicate the password is encrypted. If the user is a locked user, for example, the user is locked user, account is locked, for example, you will have an exclamatory mark or double exclamatory mark depending on the distribution, Linux distribution. So the number of days, you see, after the encrypted password, the number of days the password last changed since 90. See, every computer, right? The counts the timestamp counting is from January 1, 1970. Did you understand? Do you understand me?
Yes.
System has a clock. System clock always counts the number. It's a number, it's a big number.
Oh, okay.
And that number corresponds to every second from there. Okay. So every second and minute, and that is starting from January 1, 1970. It's 1 means January 1, 1970, the first second, 2, 3, 4, and from there it actually creates the current date. So the number of days, the password expiry, usually if you put 9999, like, what is forever. Okay. Maximum number of days for the password expiry. If you keep 10 days, for example, it'll expire in 10 days. It's a number of days. Okay. So minimum number of days for changing the password. 0 means you can change anytime. If you put 5, for example, so after 5 days, you have to change. So it has to give a warning to you before sometime. So if I put 2 before the password expiry, 2 days before, it'll start sending you messages. So the number of days after the warning to disable the user account. So after the a password expiry, so it's going to disable your user account automatically if you put another number in there. If you delete all of them, you will not really do anything. Did you understand? Did you understand?
Yes.
It's basically controlling the password, right? So what are all the different fields you have here?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Yeah, controlling all the number of days thing here, the days control. 1, 2, 3 fields. You have 4 fields, I think, right? Is it 4 fields? So the minimum number of days for changing the password, maximum number of change password expiry for password expiry, and the number of days before the password expiry for the system to give a warning, not warning. I will update it. Okay. It's warning. I'm sorry for that because I'm making the lecture notes every class. It'll be something in there. Warning. Okay. I will update it. Okay. So warning. So I'll repost it. So, and after the, number of days after the warning is, to disable. After the password expiry, not the warning to disable, not the warning actually, it's password expiry. To disable the user account after expiry. Okay, I will update this. Some issues like this will happen because I'm just making it brand new lecture. Okay, expiry to disable the user account. So if it's not often and so enforced. Okay, if you see anything like this, right, please let me know. I'll try to fix it or answer you first. Okay. Anyway, you have a recap here again for the same thing. So disable time. Look at that last one is a disable time. Grace number of logins are the number of days you can still work, right, without changing the password. Okay. So the last change, minimum number of password, minimum password age, maximum password age. Maybe that is probably better way of writing them. So the password changing warning. Okay, Grace login, number of days, after that you can still will be able to, after that is going to be disabling. Okay. All right. So
Sir,
there are, yeah, go ahead.
just have a quick question. When we try to look at the shadow file, for obvious reason, it is encrypted. It's not allowing us to view the file.
Sudo command.
Sudo command. Okay, thank you.
Super user do.
Right.
Then he will let you do. But again, you will see the encrypted password. So, you will not be able to see the password, but it will be encrypted. And the shadow file is here. So that is the thing in there. So PWCH and PWConv, there are 2 utilities here to be able to work with this. You don't put Don't change these files manually. The hackers will do. Administrators also will do. I did also myself. But the guy who is doing it, he knows what he's doing. Because any mistake in this is going to cost you heavy.
Yes.
So that's why you got to be very, very careful working on it. Instead of you working it, if you want to check anything, PW check is going to say if the password file is consistent with is it consistent with the shadow file? So PW CK, there is a command, it'll check it. PWCon is going to fix any problem. Okay? Is it clearly understood? Sarah, ask her. I'm not calling some names, because you just have to. So please feel free to communicate, right? Anything that you don't understand, just let me know. Okay, good. So thank you to Colin, Patrick, and active being active, right? All of you, I want you all of you to be active. So these are the two utilities. People say utilities. These are actually programs which are called utilities. Utilities means that people will use them when you require them, like commands. All commands are kept in the /bin library. But here, these are utilities. Okay, the util library normally kept are utils. So group, there is another file called group in the etc directory. In the etc directory, there is another thing called group. Again, it is similar to the same concept like a password file. It keeps a user groups. So you know what, and the level of access. What can you tell me the advantage of putting the groups? Anyone, please. Why should you put the groups? If you don't have groups, what will happen?
Because separate people have separate permissions.
Exactly.
It may access to different areas,
Yeah, if you have 1,000 users, each of them you have to give permission to one by one, one by one, one by one. You will be nightmare. Do you agree with me?
Yes.
Files and directories. If you group them together and then you give a group access, that's it. One change is going to make all of them, okay, able to access. That makes it so easy. So group is very, very useful. Grouping is useful, especially for to administrators. Each group has a group name. Again, the same idea, the group password, GID, group ID. So all the usernames that you are in the group. Okay, Patrick, like Tala, Sarah, like Lelina, like, Hajiba, or, Muhammad Reja, all of us are in the group. So, okay, it says group password is encrypted in the shadow file again. So group file, again, the same story here, right? Group. Let's look at now here, right? So like I was telling you earlier, you can use a cat and then try to find out, okay? So find out the information there that is given to us here, right? All right. So tell me what you see here. What you see here. So let me ask you questions, I think. All right. Shaula,
Yes.
management 1, management 2, and then HR, sales, and so CFLIN is another line there. Is the 5 years. All these are lines in the group file. All of them are lines in the group file. Is B Kasani, BA, I think B Kasani, Brenda Kasani, I think, right? BA Kasani. Did I put BA Kasani? Is a member of the management group. Go to management group 1, management 1. Do you see management 1?
Yes, but she is not, and there is a mistake. You it in the your groups you put BCASSINE, and in your question you put BA. So
Which means that she is not there.
right.
Is it intentional I wrote down there?
Only you know the answer to that, sir.
But I'm asking for management one there. Do you agree with me?
No, if there's no mistake, or even if there is, she's not in management one group.
Exactly. You are absolutely right. So I think I would still say B Cassini if you want, not a BA Cassini. It's a Brenda Cassini actually. So, but she's not there. Okay. So now M Brown is a member of the development one, devil, right? Is it L or one? Devil one. Devil. Assume it's L. Okay. So development group.
Yes.
Yes. Very good. So what is the sales group ID?
513.
Excellent.
Right, yeah.
So name of the group with the ID 503.
Um,
Hajiba. It's right there, right?
Yeah.
oh, CF
Siflin.
Siflin. Yeah.
Siflin. Yeah.
Good. So like you were saying earlier, you had see G shadow, the group file is going to give you the group. And the G shadow file is going to get you the passwords.
Password.
So there is again a one-to-one correspondence between them. And the bridge between these two files is the group ID or group name. And star means system user again, the same idea. Okay, or encrypted user, like a $sign and so on. That's the same idea. List of the members. And I gave you some write-up here for you. So if you want to control the users, if you want to add a new user, so what is the command?
User add.
So if you want to modify, what is the command?
User mode.
If you want to delete a user,
User del.
and if you want to delete a group,
Group del.
Today is a part 1. So I'm going to do some more commands controlling. Today you will do an exercise based on these. Okay. So user adding, right? You have to give all the information about adding. So there are so many parameters you have. So you don't need to specify all of them. Okay. But you will use the most important one. When you take the driving test, you will have so many symbols they will teach you, but you probably won't memorize all of them. Even me, I don't memorize all of them. So many symbols. Some, we just during the exam time I did all that, but after that, we start driving our car and then don't need to be. Most important thing for us is safety. The most important thing in a company is that you're able to do your job. If there is any specific need, at that time you open the thing, or you go to the internet and ask for, man page. You can go on Google a man page user ad and you'll get it, all the information about it. So the greatest friend these days, I'm sharing my screen again. I think I'm, escaped before. Let me go here again. I'm sorry for that discard. So if I go to the Google here and Google here, so if you want to understand man, okay, so user ad, what is the meaning of it? Man, what is it? Manual page, user ad. So what the, hack this, Google know everything. Google get me the man page in the Linux, you can cook Ubuntu, you want to do anything. All the options are given here one by one, -B, -C, -D means direct, home directory. You want to really change a D means default, -D means default. Is one of the questions I will ask you. -D, the defaults. That means user add -D is going to give you all the defaults. So E is expiry date, and F is -G, GI. See, look at it. All the options, okay, are given to you, You can, and then you can even get the examples for them. Good, good, good. Go back again here. Go back.
What's a skeleton directory?
It's a directory where the configuration files are kept.
Okay.
So system configuration files are kept in there. So you will not really need to use it much, but you know, when like an administrator, you will probably be using it. So at C, login defs will define the values of the allowed values like a group ID and user number ID. Remember I was telling you 1000 was starting the user ID. So that is actually defined, okay, in the login. Some people define 500, some people define 1000. That is coming from there. Scala, like I told you a few minutes ago, is like a config file templates and other things for bash and logout and corn shell, born shell and other things. Okay, like I was telling you earlier, man, user add will do, get you. Some of these popular. Okay, so minus C is like a comment. You understand me? That means you want to put a name to this user. That is the comment. So put together is this. Let me tell you one thing. When you are using user add, okay, user add is a command. Basically, you want to do, user add. I'll tell you. Escape. Sorry for that, because when I pencil in my XP pen sometimes gives me, my hand falls on it. That's why I have to wear a glove or something. They tell me I should wear a glove, but I don't wear a glove. So that's why it gives me some trouble. The XP pen, I'm writing on the board right here, that one. So now it'll be fine, I think. No, it actually changed my pencil here. Let me take the pencil here. Sometimes it changes to white pencil. Sometimes I need to take it out and put it back again. The driver gets initialized. You see what I mean? When you are actually pulling it out and putting it down in the connection, the driver gets initialized. So there are so many solutions for software issues. Okay, so basically you want to user add and then, pmaxwell. So that is a command. It created a pmaxwell user. Simple. He didn't put any options in there. But if you want to put options, all options first. The last one is the name of the user code. Okay. So which means that, so for example, the second command that I have here is, that is a command. User add -c Paul Morrill P Morrill. Can you tell me what is the user code of this gentleman here?
Moral.
P Morrill.
Yeah, P Morrill. So what is P Morrill's name? Paul Morrill. Excellent. So C -c is like a description of the user or the comment of the user. C means comment. So normally you put the name. You can put anything you want. -d means home directory. Look at that user's directory you want to create in a different place where you want to really put. Normally you put it in the user home page, home directory. But you can keep anywhere you want. You define that.
You have to put the quotation marks.
Yeah, best is a directory. Quotation is only comes for a comment or a string. No quotation. Okay. And the sales one is the user code. Okay. Sales one is the user code, user account sales. And here, user ID, I want to give a very specific user ID, 789. In this system, I think is starting with 500. That's why you are able to give 789. D Philip. Okay, is a Phillips. So gentleman Phillips is, D Phillips, like maybe David Phillips. And the user ID you can specify specifically. Okay. So password file corresponds to each one's password -s here. So if you want to -s is to display the status of this user. So the command here is a password command. It'll give you to control the user now. To be able to change, assign some values to it which were not assigned at the beginning. When you created a user add, you might not have given some things like a password or something. And you can add them right now. -s is going to give you the status of it. So J Smith -d is going to remove the password from an account, disabling, right? -d means disabling. Or -d J Smith, the current user account or the J Smith account. So -x, so like a password expiry 40 days, right? No, yeah, like a password must be changed. Change the password every 40 days. So -n here, okay? You cannot change the password for 10 days. That's a minimum number of, you have to wait until the password to be changed. Normally people don't set these values. A warning sign for the J Smith 2 days before, okay? So like I was telling you earlier, you will use only few of them. Maybe here you want to lock somebody's account, -l. Unlock, -u. So those are probably you'll use most of the time. The home directory one, maybe you use the most of the time. And you always look at, right? When you go to a buffet place, what do? What do you like the most? That's what you look for. So here also the commands that you use most often, that's what you want to learn them just like that. User mod is to modify the existing user. So that means I didn't put a name at the beginning when I created, I created, P Morris, user add, P Morris, Moril. Now I want to put a name to him. So see, like user mod, you change the information. Okay. So if you want to change the, directory, home directory, that's the one. Okay. So, and we put -1, it's like a modify, E Jones, right? E Jones account. Okay. You can rename the E Smith to E Jones. And I think E Smith, account to E Smith. E Smith is the one, the new name is E Smith, sorry. E Smith is the new one and the old one was E Jones. So new followed by the old. That's how it is. We'll practice it anyway. Okay. You can even, change the shell with -s option. -u option to unlock. So sometimes, right? Can you tell me what this is now? User delete. What will it do?
Delete the user.
Yeah, I like this command. Why? There are not many options. There's only one option and another option. Option is -r, -f. What is -r going to do?
Removes the account and the home directory.
Yeah, you know what? Depending on different distributions, so the user del command, this itself will delete the home directory in some distributions. And other distributions, they won't delete the home directory. Okay? Most of them, they don't delete the home directory. But some of them, they delete the home directory too. But all of them will do, if you put -r, will delete all of the home directory for sure. All of them. -f, even the user is logged on, he will delete him. You understand, right?
Yes.
Can you tell me why they created this? -f?
Well, it happens often that people don't log out of their system when they leave at night or go for coffee or whatever emergency comes up. And if the employee
You're
happens to be dismissed, you still have to be able to close everything.
Yes, but this I appreciate your answer really. But user delete means it's going to remove him from the system. It's not just closing him. An employee who is fired, right? is going out of the company. His user code is going to be deleted. So it's not that, temporary reason. Suppose an employee is fired and he is from the home, he logged in. And you see him, he's damaging. You force him. Okay, force remove, right? You understood me, right?
And you can tell me I'm wrong if I
No, you are
I
not.
won't take offense, right?
You are very kind in a way. I'm not saying you're wrong. So you're very kind in saying that, he did not log out, but this is not about logging out. It's about deleting the user. When do you delete the user? When he's not in the company anymore, or he's fired. He's moving out of the company. You have to delete him. Do you agree?
Yes.
So which means that he's not going for a coffee break. He's going for a real break, right? So now you know what? He logged in. Yeah, I agree with you in a way that he didn't log out and then he logged in and then he's fired and he doesn't log out and he goes out. And then you have to delete him. Do you agree? I agree with
Yeah.
you now. It makes more sense now. Okay, he goes out and he did not even log out and he is fired and then says for some reason something happened in the company and then say, I'm leaving here. So, but he did not log out. You understand me?
Yes.
I'm out of here. So, and then you did not log out. That means, what we'll do? We have to force log him out. Not log him out, delete him totally from the system. Okay. Good. So we delete. So that is what we did now. So we will do some exercise now. Okay.
Excuse me, I just have a question regarding your force deletion.
Yeah, go ahead.
Does the dash F also remove the home directory or
Yeah.
only the dash R?
This forces. So,
So it
normally
deletes
people,
everything.
normally people do minus RF,
Okay.
R and F. So that means R will work also, F also will work. Yeah.
Yeah,
Both.
no, I was just wondering, sir, because sometimes you might want to, remove the employee's access and all that stuff, but you might want to go see what was in the
Home directory.
the home directory. There might be some company information or source code or whatever that you might need to retrieve.
Yeah.
That was the reason for my question. Thank you.
No, it's a perfect thing. No, actually your insight is absolutely needed because the employee was still working for us. Why do you actually have to delete his home directory? So you probably need the content in the home directory, and he has access to the other directories, and he created some files. They are not deleted. So they are only so home directory is only that's why people don't keep too much in the home directory except the working things. The people are kept in groups in the work environment, right?
Right.
Good. So thank you for your insight into it. So now is the time for checking our knowledge now, right? What did we learn from now? So let's test it ourselves and then do an exercise here. So I'm going back here. Where is my thing in here? My directory here. So introduction to Linux. Did I delete it by mistake? I had it before. Let me give me 1 second. I'll be back with you. To you. So introduction to Linux. Let me go back again here. I probably deleted by mistake. Can it be possible? So introduction to Linux. Not this one. I'm in the wrong place. Not this course. This course is the last week course. That's what. Delete it. Vania College. I'll have introduction to here. I'll have here. So practice. Now your memory works here. I know that you have learned a few minutes ago, so may not be able to remember everything. So, but still try your effort, and then I probably will be successful. Okay, all right. During the installation, you would create a root user. What is the user ID of the root user?
0.
Zero.
Excellent, excellent. You are great. So I would say you are really great. So let me just put the draw here and then try to put some pen here so that we'll be able to write something on the screen. So 0, great. Okay, good, good, good. So now, so you have been asked to temporarily fill in the administrator role, right? Who has now been fired, is gone. Okay. And so the administrator was known to have lax security standards or lousy security standards or whatever. So you suspect that the passwords are still kept in the etc password file. So, and which of the following entry in the password file is going to tell you the password file is still stored? One of them is distinct. It is-
Eddie 100.
Colton.
It's Colton.
Yeah, it's a Colton.
Oh, it's Colton. Okay.
Why?
'Cause-
Why?
Because Eddie has an X. They all have X
Yeah.
except for the first one.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Yeah.
Exactly.
My
The
bad.
password is no, that's fine. You are just trying. So I'm very happy that to hear, we are all learning here. So which is good. The reason, what? X means the password is in the shadow file.
Yeah,
X means.
makes
So
sense.
Yes.
the original distribution of the Linux kept the password there. So which is the main reason why the whole thing. So, and they created a new file, like a shadow file. So now during a Fedora distribution installation, you choose to add regular user account, and that will start an ID. Which one is the most likely?
1000.
Perfect. Perfect. Either 500 or 1000. These are the commonly used default values, kept in the defaults, and 1000 guaranteed answer. Because people start most of the time, 1000. All right, sir. So that means 1000, 1001, 1002, and all of them. P. Mallory. So given that etc password file, that's a line there. And then which are the user ID? You must answer this.
1050.
No, that's a group ID.
1001.
Excellent. It's a group ID. This is a group ID.
Yeah.
And this is
The user ID.
excellent.
User. Yeah.
So group
Oh,
the
yeah, that's
user
true.
ID is 1001. Okay. Okay. All right. Good, good. So now
Hey,
let's
make a
look at a file contains the following entry. What is that file? Is it a password file or a G shadow file or a group file or
Group file.
yeah, it's a group file. So look at them.
Yeah,
Lot of
because-
user IDs there, right? Isn't it?
Mhm.
Yes.
It's a group file. Excellent. I'm really happy to see all of you are just following very well.
Okay.
Okay. All right. So I also mentioned to you that, if user is locked in, there is a symbol going to be kept. What is that symbol in the shadow file?
Then it X.
No, that is a password
Oh,
file.
the password. Sorry.
In the past, in the
Nice.
shadow file, star means, you have a system, and then dollar means you have a encrypted password. And then exclamatory mark means the user is locked in. You see in my PowerPoint slides.
Oh, yes.
Nice.
Exclamation point.
Yeah, exclamatory point, exclamation, double exclamatory point, or single exclamatory point, right? The character, exclamatory character. See, either this or, sometimes people use this also, depending on the distribution, but this one is widely used for locked user. So if you lock the user and you go to the shadow file and see it, that will have this symbol. Okay. So now look at in the shadow file, The password contain encryption. Which symbol you will see?
Dollar
Dollar.
sign.
Excellent. That is a
Yes,
dollar
yes.
sign. SHAR means system file, and this one means locked user. Okay. So
Okay.
now, so I told you don't touch this password file. So what do? You're a small company, and your company wants to increase the security and the small network here. You want to move the password from the, anything that happens, you don't do it by hand. There are two utilities that you use: PWCK, conversion.
PW conversion.
This is,
PWK.
for conversion, because it's not a check, it's a conversion. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, you're all doing very, very well. I'm very happy for that. So now you tell me, so in viewing the password file, you notice the following entry, you see that entry. So now you tell me which one is the best answer for you to tell. Password. This one, password, is it X?
No.
Okay.
Yeah.
If P Clark password is showed in the
Store in the shadow file. That
user
has
account has not set a password. Is it locked? No. So what is the
No.
answer?
The second one.
Second one.
Yeah.
Yeah, the password was stored in the shadow file. Good, good, good. Okay. I want you to look at now and tell me, you already answered this question. Which symbol that you'll keep in the shadow file to indicate the password is encrypted?
Dollar sign.
Excellent, excellent. Dollar sign is the one. Okay. Good, good, good. So I know that it is difficult. I didn't teach that. So, but you can guess if you wish.
Yeah.
Graphics driver was recently updated with the system. Now graphical user interface not displaying. Most of the time, you know what? Whenever you have a display, you have always put your hand on the control button.
Yeah, control alt.
Excellent, excellent. You all agree. You're doing very, very well now. Tell me by looking at, so a user type is the following qualities. So they are not used for login. They can only work in the background. Used by the system specific roles, like FTP is a role.
Service user.
Exactly. What type of user? Is a service user, system or service user. Excellent, excellent. I'm very happy to hear your active participation. Okay. So I want to hear from all of you. Elena, Haziba, all of you, Askar, Muhammad Reja, I know that you are hearing.
Yes.
So please, participate. I know you probably don't feel shy. It's not about being shy. You can make mistakes. There's nothing wrong in making a mistake. We all make mistakes.
Second feed.
The following line is a sample entry in the etc shadow file, and then the second field. What is it?
Would be the encrypted password.
Perfect. It's an encrypted password. That's why you have a dollar sign there. And there's not the password, but it's an encrypted one. Excellent. Excellent. Okay. So now you tell me a programmer named Brandon calls with a user, a programmer. Okay. And he's currently using C#. Each time he logs in, but the manager told him to use bash. So you want to change his, to bash. There is an option that you use for changing the shell.
The -S.
Yeah, obvious. Very, very good. So that's the one. So -S is going to change this, user mod. All of them are, no, it's not user add, right? It's a modification. It's not a user change, was not a command at all. So either these two, one of them. So you need a minus yes is going to change, the option should be, again, the user name should always be at the end of the command.
Mhm.
Okay. So you can even think, all right. So you know what, if you want to display the user add all default options there, you can actually use yet in the etc default. So in the file, you can even display the file here or display through a command. What is the user add minus? What is that
Default
option?
D.
Minus D. Excellent. I'm very, very glad to hear that minus D. Or you can go to etc default and then user add will also give you the same thing. Okay. So good, so good. So now, which of the following utilities would you typically, utility means a program that you have to choose two of them here. So to use, to lock a user, you want to lock a user. Locking is not
Change
deleting. Lock
Would be
only can
user
be,
mode.
yeah, excellent.
Yes.
You
User.
need to
Okay.
select two of them.
Oh, and maybe password.
Excellent. You can do password. It's not an adding thing. It's not a deleting thing. It is about existing user and you would like to lock him and you can unlock him later on. Okay. Lock him and unlock him. You're not deleting him. All right. Excellent. 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 So now you real challenge for you here. Tell me, what would you do if you want to really, see the status of the G shan't?
No idea.
No, it's not difficult, but yeah, password command will let you. Okay, if you want to see the status, minus yes. Minus yes is an option to look at the status. I wrote down in the thing. And G shan't. Did you understand this one?
No.
Can you explain me what that is? What is the command that I'm using here?
Password.
Display
Password.
Oh,
And what is the
status of
option? What is the option?
Input
Minus
PWD.
status.
minus yes, right? Option is minus yes. Yes, like a show.
Sure. Okay.
Show the status of this G shan't user. So password is the command name. It'll give you the user status. I mean, all the parameters and the other things, you can see them. Okay, good. Okay, let's see here. You know what? If you rename for example, one of the users, like a Karen Scott, has recently married. Now she became Karen Jones, and she has requested you to change her username from Karen Scott to K Jones. She loves her husband for sure.
Number 2.
Yeah.
No, yeah. Number 2.
You know what? The new name first, okay?
Oh.
And that is the syntax.
Oh, okay.
And the changing is minus L.
Minus L.
Oh,
Okay. So can you tell me now which one?
The last one.
Yeah.
Last one, yeah.
CHMR minus L and the new name followed by the last name, the old name. Okay. So now let's look at here. You have performed the audit and found the accounts of for employees no longer work for the company. You have them. Can you believe it? Why are you laughing, sir? You know what? I was working for CETA, right? Associate International de Telecommunications Aeronautics. What do? We buy a lot of telecom lines. Telecom line means your phone line. You buy a phone line and then you know what? You need to pay to the company, Bell Canada? Whether you use it
Yeah.
or you don't use it,
right.
company doesn't
Yeah.
care, you pay. And this is the company, our company. Thousands of lines we buy, not just one line, because we buy for customers. You know what? Every time you want to buy a new line, they charge you money, right? So that's why when you don't use a line, you still don't give it back to them and keep it for some time. You'll pay because activating, deactivating will take time as well as, money. So, but you can't keep it, idle too long time. Do you agree with me? And we did an audit, thousands of lines, they don't even document it that they exist. They forgot, which means that we're paying so much money to Bell Canada without even knowing that the lines are for us. You see, anything that you forget is permanently lost and you don't stop it, it'll keep on. You see, let me give you some examples. Your credit card, right? If there is an automatic payment, every month they will charge you money. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yes.
If you disconnected something and they keep on charging you, it's a problem. Do you agree?
Yes.
Yeah.
So you have to call your credit company and then ask them to give my money back, but they will not give you all that money. They'll give you only 3 months back. If you ask them.
Yeah, which is not correct.
Yeah, but what can you do? Okay, that's why you have to pay. Look at your credit card.
Yeah.
So, okay, let's come back here and try to see. It's a change, for example, you want to disable, right? Okay. So, which command is an example will disable user account.
User mode.
You know what?
ST.
These options can be different from different distributions, but the one right now I'm talking about is not changing the, the user or something. It is about disabling. It's not minus D though.
This
Okay, minus L is going to lock. It's kind of disable.
okay.
Locking is a kind of disable. Okay, minus D is for what? It's not for disable. It's for directory.
Yes.
Yeah.
You agree? Remember? So if you want to change the account number, user ID number, then you can use minus U. So minus L is the one. Okay, all of you are okay in sync?
Yes.
Good, good. So now let's look at here.
So you would be capital L array?
Yeah.
Okay.
So what would be the outcome of the following command? Minus R here. Option. The name of the user is J Jones.
Oh, yes.
So minus R is going to what? Do what? Remove the home directory. Okay. So J Jones will be deleted. Look at this, start from the beginning. J Jones account would be deleted along with the home directory. That's correct. And all files owned by J Jones. No. He worked on something and so many work. You won't delete them. Okay. Home directory deleted, but not the files. J Jones home directory will be deleted and the user account will still exist. No, it won't exist.
No.
You agree? So far, okay?
Yes.
Yes.
So user will be deleted and home directory will be untouched. No, it will
No.
be deleted. The answer is
The last one. User
Awesome.
accounts deleted, and so is the home directory with all the files inside.
perfect. Really, really appreciate. So now you tell me user name here is Bob Smith. B Smith has left the company. Okay. Your supervisor has instructed you to delete his user account and the home directory. Both in one directory. You need to choose two options here. One option is straightforward. Okay.
The only one with two options is RF minus R.
This is the one thing, right? Is it not?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is another thing. Because you are specifically deleting minus RF is going to deleting the home directory and also deleting the user, and you put the two commands put together in one. Okay, one after another they will be executed. That's something new we are learning. But again, it is a distribution specific, commands. Okay, a user.
What's the dash
minus
H
mean
command.
the minus means always the the options.
No,
Okay.
H.
Option.
The
H.
option, the meaning the option H.
Yeah, what does it mean?
Yes.
It is for displaying. Okay, minus
Okay.
H is going to display. You know, funny, very funny. Okay.
Is
So,
that like history?
no, it's a display
Okay.
syntax. Yeah, display.
Okay.
Okay.
It kind of give you, it's like the help. It gives you all the
Yeah,
syntax
yeah,
for the
I
command
would
with
say.
all the options.
Excellent, excellent. H for help. Yeah, at least they put the name H here. And then real help
Okay.
command, real help was not a command. Minus H is an option for help. You are perfectly said. Okay. You said
Okay.
perfectly, you know, H for help. It display the, you know, syntax of the command. You can also see on the man page, right?
Mhm.
Okay. So now you tell me now. So you want a Larry account to be terminated from the company for a good reason. They believe that he will attempt to access the damaged files. You know, you're going to really be angry with the company and then damage. You think that. So what will you do? You want to delete. You will disable
Is it?
and remove the user account from and also remove the home directory. That's what you want to do.
User del, Larry, would be my
Yeah.
guess.
Minus? Is it not
minus
mean
minus R.
minus R is going to delete the home directory, right?
Yes.
Agree? Thank you. So it's not the minus H. It's not just the this one only delete the Larry but doesn't delete the home directory. Hey, minus home is the, you know, is not the one, right? Okay, so good. So far good, right? Now this is a little bit challenging, I think. Not challenging. What is the file? I think is the only file name with a full path. All the defaults are kept in the for the user add.
The whole, yeah.
You probably forgot.
Okay.
Everything
Etc.
is etc.
It's
But etc. Yeah. Then default.
And then
user at.
Use.
and the user add. So etc defaults. I think there is no yes here. Sorry. Default. Okay. Only default. No yes. And then user add. Okay. All right. So
Yes.
now next one.
Okay.
Yeah, we're coming to the end. Okay, so it's
So
like
you
a
need to
practicing. It's like a practice. I'll make you do, you know, some more questions like this in the TKP. So you'll have a
Okay.
corresponding TKP. I will give you, you know, with challenging for you to able to practice again. So that will be the next class. So you be ready, prepare everything, and then come with. We'll do a test. Now you tell me now here. So which command is really going to do all of it? You want to create a PMOL. His name is Paul, and his home directory is this one. User ID has to be this one. The last thing is the name of the user ID. So which means this can be an answer, this can be an answer, this can be an answer, this cannot be an answer. Do you agree with me?
So, yeah.
So now let's look
So,
at, so minus C is the comment for the Palmore. That can be answered. Minus D is a directory. This cannot be answered. Okay.
mhm.
So now coming back here, so D should be full directory. So that cannot be the answer. So
So it's,
minus C Palmore and then minus
yeah.
D it gives you the home directory. Okay. Including minus underscore temp. And then minus U use user ID you want to give him. That's it. Did you follow me?
Yes.
Good, good, good. Anyone has question about this? Anyone has any question about this?
Why second one is
You can put them in
not-
any order. You can put minus second one.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
second
thought
one.
it's
See
second one.
here, the directory here is not a full directory.
Mhm.
it should start with the home directory, right? Isn't it?
Yeah.
He didn't put the home. He put a tilde there. Tilde. You know tilde symbol? That is a tilde symbol, which is on the screen on the, I've just behind below the escape button, just below the escape button on your keyboard, there is a tilde button. Tilde. Okay, all right. The next one. This must be easy. You know, some of you ask me a question again. What is a scale, right? Configuration files, templates is in one file in the directory, in which user directory, copy to the new user directory is created. So which is the full path directory that contain the configuration file templates. Class etc.
Yeah.
ETC, yeah.
Yeah,
Damn.
default. Oh, sorry.
Scale.
Scale.
Yeah,
Mm.
I know. I know. Okay, that's complete now, right? Do you agree? It's completed here. Now let's put our hands
Okay.
on the exercise now, and then end the day. We'll finish the day with a lab here. So take the lab here, take the lab, and I'm going to give you the detailed instructions, right?
Okay.
Also give you the detailed instruction. I'll post it on the screen on the web page and so on. So we'll practice it. But for now, we will practice it. Okay, I want you to read it here and then try to, and then you know what, when you submit this assignment, let me post this assignment. Okay, I'll post this like an assignment, okay?
Right.
And then you will have to do this and then take the screenshots. Please take the screenshots and then submit them, okay?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead.
I noticed, do you use the submit, the regular submit, or you send it by email?
No, you always have
Because
to submit. So you have to always submit in the Dropbox, not by email. The reason
all
is,
right, okay.
yeah, if you submit by email, it'll be lost. But the Dropbox always keeps it. Even you miss the deadline, don't send, by email. It's okay to submit a bit
Okay.
late. A few minutes late, an hour late, I won't give you penalty. But if it is several days late, then I will probably give you some penalty. Okay?
Okay.
So, but better late than never, right? Yeah. These are scenario based, creating a user. I want you to read it here and then try to do. So we'll go to, we'll go to the, what is it? The Ubuntu and then do it. Okay. So I will do in the Ubuntu and do one by one and try to see. I'm sorry for this. The Zoom is really stopping me here. So I got it here. So what happened to him? He's supposed to be logged in long time ago. Let me stop it here and then try to start again. And came out of it. I have here, this is the Ubuntu. Sometimes the systems go to a state where, you will lock the user to some time. Ubuntu. So now you are practicing the command that you learned, and you tell me which command is appropriate command to use. So while it is coming up, I think I will wait rather than going back again, because last time we went back again like that. Okay. Come on, Ubuntu. Why are you taking so much time? Ubuntu 24.04 is the latest version that I have. Sometimes the latest versions have some bugs in there, but this is a long-term edition, which is like, is at least good for 2 years. They will support this. If there is an issue, they will fix it, and it will be automatically downloaded. If the long-term support beyond 2 years, I think they will not really, support that anymore. So you always have to upgrade the latest long-term installation or distribution. Okay, meanwhile, you read. I posted, right? Could you open it? Yes or no? Could you open it? So
Yes.
it's doing something. Waiting too much time is little uncomfortable, right? So make it bigger. I should keep it open. Got enough time. We have half an hour time, and then after that, I think it cuts off, right? No, automatically cuts off at 12:30. So what we have here is, read it. The VP of Vice Marketing has told you that Brenda Cassini will join the company as a market analyst for in 2 weeks, and you need to create a user account with a home directory. Okay, B Cassini. Create a user account B Cassini, and then you actually, her name is Brenda Cassini, and you say welcome as a password. It's a lousy password, right? So sorry for that. So that will tell you, the system will tell you it's a lousy password, and then it'll ask you, you want, because I don't want to create a complicated password for you to, and you forget it, and you will not be able to even log in. Okay, I just intentionally kept a weak password here. Okay. Come on, it's taking this much time. Normally it doesn't take this much time. Let me close it and then open it again, because I don't want to wait this long, right? Something is going on. So even close this virtual machine. It's powered off really, right? So close even this one, because which one is the problem, I don't know. So, and now you go here. So I will say Oracle. So it'll be much faster. Sometime, closing it and then coming back, we don't know the difference between the issue, real issue, power off, power on. Now Ubuntu, I'm powering on right now. Okay. So power on. What happened? It's not even starting now. Close the window. Sorry for that. You're able to do it yourself? Your virtual machine is working?
Yes.
Yes, it's working.
Good. I should open also. Keep it open. So So powered off. Maybe I have to reboot my PC. Or it's not responding. First time, you know. First time is not responding. All right. Let me see what's going on in the background. Something is going on in the cloud though. Not enough cloud storage. So that's okay. Nothing to do with anything. Should not cause any problem. Okay, all right. All right. It's working right now. I hope it will come back. Very slow though. I should have kept more memory for this and then more power to it. We need to be patient. It was doing before also, right? 24.04. So what are we doing here in this exercise? So that's creating a user and switching the user, okay, from one user to another user, and then renaming a user account, you know, renaming. Brenda got married here. So you need to practice, change a password of the user. But normally people ask you, delete a user and change your own password as a, that's all I'm going to do here. So should be half an hour, we'll be able to do it. I should keep my Ubuntu open and logged in. Okay, finally got in. So let's log in right now. Enter. Is it taking this much time?
But you know something, WSL Ubuntu is more reliable than this.
Yeah. Ubuntu. Another distribution, is it?
No, it's Ubuntu, but it's collab with Microsoft.
Yeah. It was working though, you know, I was working with this one perfectly fine yesterday.
But Ubuntu is very flaky though.
Yeah,
Working with under the box.
yeah. Ubuntu. Yeah. So
There
you
you
know
go.
that finally got it. Took a long time, right? So I go to the terminal here. Okay, now I'm okay here, the terminal. All right.
Okay.
So PWD is a current directory, there we are, right? Current directory where I am. So ls minus l is going to get you the file, anything that you have in this one. Okay. So all the users right now I have in my home directory here, home, are ls minus l. So there's only just one user created. So we want to create now Brenda Jones, right? Brenda Jones or Brenda Cassini?
Cassini.
B Cassini. So what is the command that you use? Yeah, so all these commands are sudo commands. So, okay, sudo. So user add. Tell me what is the name of that and what do you do as a if you want to put the name, what do you put? -C, right? -C is a comment. Brenda Cassini. Okay.
We put -M2.
Yeah, you can keep the, if you put the -M, that will get you actually home directory. Right now, it won't create a home directory, right? This one doesn't create a home directory. If you want to really create a home directory, what do you do? So in this one, if you do this, right, and look for the home directory, you will not find the home directory. Okay.
Okay.
So that means you want to, you are right, -M. I put -M.
-M.
Yeah, -M. And then put B Cassini. Okay. If you say B Cassini, user add -C-M. Yeah, if you put -M, you will create a home directory. Okay, now you need a password to enter because it's a privilege command. Your password you enter. Because you're an administrator. I created. You see what I mean here? B Cassini. User go like this, user add. So already have it, you know, user group. So let me see ls minus l slash.
Excuse me. On mine, it didn't ask me for a password. Is
Oh,
that normal?
yeah, sudo, you are that you are logged in. It's normal. Sometimes it doesn't
Okay.
ask you. Sometimes it asks you because I think the reason why I already have it, that's why it's asking. Pass WD.
If you've entered it already in
No.
that current terminal setting, it will not ask you a second time.
Yeah, I think mine was not successful. So let me just check here. B Cassini is already there because I was working yesterday. B Cassini. So let me see grep /etc. Okay, password. The B Cassini, right? /etc /pass WD. There's nothing in there. It should not really tell me that it is B Cassini is there. Okay. So did it create anything in there? So if you look at the cat, for example, you should be able to see CAT. So B Cassini, no, the CAT /etc and password. pipe and then more, right? So,
Yes.
and you see that you were able to see it, control it line by line. You can see the last ones, you know, you look at that. So MR Tala is here. Okay, let me go back again and try to see, did I do any mistake in the user add command -c, sudo user add -c Brenda Cassini -m and B Cassini. Okay. And it is telling me group B Cassini exists. Okay, if you want to add this group, use -b. Okay, so let me display the group file. So B Cassini is existing here. B Palmer also is existing here. Okay. So you will not have this problem though, because you know why? You don't have the group, no? So if you have a group already, so then I have to delete the groups. Okay. All right. So I will delete the group. Sudo. Okay. Delete B Cassini. And then I'll delete the B Palmer also. I think I forgot to delete them.
Excuse me,
Delete
sir.
them. Yeah.
I think I don't understand. I think you already create a user, but you want to delete a group.
I deleted the group now, right?
Which group?
The same name was created a group also. Because
Okay,
when
okay.
you
Oh,
when you
okay,
when
okay,
you
I
create a
understand.
user, it'll
Mhm.
put you into a group yourself.
Okay, thank you.
So and you can also put yourself in a different group and
Mhm.
you can join somebody else's group. So for example, you create a user and he creates a user for himself and as a group also created for him. So you can join his group and he can join your group and you can join his group and you can create another group like a sales or something, and then both of you can join that group.
Okay,
So there are several options that you have in grouping.
okay, thank you.
So now I go back again to Brenda Cassini minus the M here. So this works now. Okay. So whenever you have issue, you need to face an issue, you need to resolve the issue. Just now what we did was resolve an issue. Did you understand me now? So now if you see the home directory must be created. If I see, okay, ls minus l and slash home directory, my B Cassini must be there. So B Cassini is here. Okay. I can take a screenshot and put it there, right? Because I created the B Cassini home directory. And now if I want to see, you know what? grep /etc. No, B Cassini. B Cassini /etc/password. So that should be there. One line. See, look at the one line there. So B Cassini, what is the user ID? What is the user ID of B Cassini?
1001.
What is the group ID?
1001.
1001.
So that's a question earlier, if you know. You are asking me, right? So group is created and a user also is created. Normally the group ID of the user is the same. And then somebody else can join the group, your group. And you can also join other people group, but you have a group yourself, for yourself. And the home directory is bksne created because of -m option here. And your shell is what? The default shell. Not default
Bash.
shell. Default shell is bash, but this is the sh, is the regular shell. The $sign shell. So I think we created already. So that's all you need to do for this question, right? Or you want to enter a password for, you need to enter a password. Did he ask you to enter a password? So you create the bksne, you did that already. So these first two are done. Then you want to put an LT password. I already did the last one, but to verify, but I did not set the password. So password. So password is password. Okay. So what you want to really set is a password. So whose password? This is a sudo command. Okay. Password bksne. So it will ask you to enter the password. I put welcome and then enter. It is asking me to repeat. It's saying a bad password, but it's okay. I entered the same password. So now it is successfully updated. Okay. So you can take this and then, screenshot, you put it in your submission. Okay. Second question here. What you want to do is, now that you created, you can switch to that, to bksne. You have two options here. One is you can use switching like a su command, or another is log off and log in. It will take me more time because it was not fast, right? Okay. I'll change this, the virtual machine for the next class maybe. So now what I can do here is, so switch user. Okay. So you can do the switching the user. bksne. All right. So enter. And it is asking the password of the bksne. So welcome. So it went to the, the regular shell. So if you want to change it to bash, for example, write down bash. He's asking you to switch to bash, right? I'm asking you to switch to bash. And look at the current, change the home directory. Change to home directory. CD is going to change to home directory. And display the current directory pwd. CD, the current CD is going to be here. Like you just, so now pwd is going to get you bksne home directory. That's all he asked. You cut and paste it there, right? And if you want to switch back again, exit. Exit is a command. And you need to do, it went to the, what did he exit actually? The bash he exited, but it went back to the original shell. You need to exit that also. Now you are out of, bksne. You came back to the Tala. So pwd, the current directory or home directory, okay, of the Tala. And the next one we are going to do here is the rename the user account. So Brenda Cassini became Brenda Palmer. So you want to rename with -m option, and the home directory also you want to rename. So that means you want to do both of them. Okay. So if you see the etc password, you will see. So you see grep. So bksne /etc/pass wd. So bksne has a, see, this is the one. So you want to change the home directory as well as this, both of them to be a new, like a Palmer, bpalmer, sudo Okay. Which command is it? User? I think you are getting tired now. User mod, right? Minus C. What is the name? No one is talking. What happened? Muhammad Reja.
Sorry, I think we're all busy trying to
Oh,
follow
yeah,
you at the same time.
We try to catch up, yes.
Yeah, that's fine. But you just have to say that, right? But you know what we are doing. So thank you. So thank you so much.
We're not ignoring you, sir. We're just concentrating on what you're asking us to do.
Okay, great. I'm really happy to hear that. So now what I'm doing, you can do the same thing at the same time, but you know what? This is a command, right? So Brenda Palmer. So I change the name of the Brenda Palmer and I'm going to do the home directory minus D option /home / Brenda Palmer. Okay. And then minus M and I'm renaming minus L option. The new name B Palmer and the old name B Cassini. That's it. Press enter. I hope I did it okay. Yeah, it's this time I didn't make any mistake. So now you go back again, the grep command that you had before, you look for B Cassini, it won't be there. But now you put Palmer, it will be there. Good. I see that. Okay. If you look at ls minus L and a home directory you look for and a B Palmer will be there. Yeah, B Palmer is. You created, right? Successfully renamed. So Brenda to Palmer, Brenda Cassini to Palmer. So you can look at the password. I grab it, but you know, you can do display cat command.
Can you switch back, please?
Yeah. Yeah, sure. Yeah, this one.
Yeah. Okay.
We'll always have the video to go back to and cheat later.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
You can, I will post this video. Yeah. You're practicing. It's not cheating, actually, practicing. You know, in the exam, I'll actually give you scenario again anyway, but that will not be the same. So you will do something new. I'll create a situation. And I probably rehire him. You know what you do, disable, you know, the account, lock it, and other things. I will ask you to do it. It'll be, I'll challenge you, okay? It's not just copying, but I'll challenge you. Okay? So now the past, you know what? Brenda got married, right? Hello?
Yes.
And now she forgot her password and came to you and ask you to change your password. Then what will you do? So which password did you forget? Can you tell me, Brenda, which password did you forget? Come on, sir. I forgot. I don't remember any password. Okay. Sudo. Okay. Minus C is change password. I have to do, you have to follow the syntax here. And B Palmer. And then it will ask you to enter the password. Enter. Oh, it's telling me to do B Palmer, right? I did that sudo command. I put in there sudo. Yes, you forgot that. No, forgot. Yes, you switch user to, you know, switch user to Palmer and then enter the password. So that's what it is telling me. Sir, you didn't do it right. So it's asking me new password now. Welcome to. I put welcome to, Brenda. I change it to welcome to. It's a bad password. Welcome to. Brenda will change it to a good password. So now the password is successfully, okay, changed. That's it. Okay. If you see Etsy shadow, you will see. I will do Etsy shadow. Okay. So more. You know, by the way, more also is a command to be able to display a file. etc shadow. It is exactly like you know, it's exactly like cat.
Okay.
Oh, Etsy shadow. Did I put it?
Oh,
Etsy shadow. You know, different distributions act like different, right? I did use it though. Cat, Etsy shadow. So if you do that, I think. Permission denied. Why permission denied? Because I am in the other thing. Okay, let's put sudo.
Sudo.
Yeah, whenever you have any issue, do the sudo. And it'll work for sure most of the time. See, B Palmer at the end, you have, okay, shadow, because this is the shadow file I'm looking at, it requires permission. Okay. So now you have that sudo command. Even the more, I think it'll work with the sudo. Good. More, the more one and the more one will automatically give you into the more mode, which means that it'll show you page by page. That's the advantage of the more than the cat. So more I use often. Okay. So now you delete the user Palmer. You know, I want to delete the user that you created now. Otherwise, when you log in, it'll be there. So I think we will be disconnected now. Okay, in any few minutes, I think it'll be disconnected. Changing the password is changing the password. Basically, I can change it to blah blah blah. But don't forget, right? Just write down password and it'll get you. And this one is deleting the user. So the deleting the user is basically sudo userdel minus rf, and then that's it. Okay, and let's go to here. Sudo userdel minus rf. You can put minus rf and then B Palmer.